Hey guys, welcome. This is a sponsored video, sponsored by Gameforge and Kingdom Under Fire 2, which is the game that I will be playing today. Just to give you some context, this is the War God package of the game, which is the top level package of the game, which includes some extra cosmetics and I think some extra currency and revive tokens and things like that. So for transparency's sake, they've given me the top level package to test out so I can showcase what that package has, because it has everything that you can get access to for downloading the game, and the game has three major packages that you can download. I think the basic one, an intermediate one, and the War God package is the biggest, sort of I guess the most illustrious package that you can get. Kingdom Under Fire 2 is an MMO. It's been in development for a very long time. Those of you that might have played Kingdom Under Fire the first probably have fond memories of this game, and this game has been in development for eons, it feels like, and it finally has been released, and now I'm going to get the chance to test it out. Big thank you to them to sponsoring this video. I haven't taken many sponsorships on my channel before. I've only been sponsored by Razer before this, so this is the second sponsorship I've ever taken on my channel, and it's really nice to be able to have these kind of opportunities, because I never thought that I would be able to with my YouTube channel. I just made Vainglory and then auto chess videos because I liked it. I never really thought I'd ever have the opportunity to do something like this, so it's really nice that I've got this opportunity. So first of all, let's have a quick look at the classes, and then we're gonna go through and build a class together. But I'm gonna have to cut it down because unfortunately, when I make classes in games, I take forever, and it would just be like 50 minutes of me making a class. So I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. Gunslinger, it's kind of a bit of a jack of all trades. You can see, kind of hasn't got much survivability, but he's got quite a lot of damage and mobility. Spell Sword, Jesus, okay. Looks like Spell Sword's again a bit more area of attack focused, and has that ability to go in with a melee weapon. It's pretty cool. Berserker looks awesome. Wow, that is, he's obviously big area of attack, got a lot of survivability, pretty easy to play as well, which might suit me. I'm kind of an easy to play kind of guy. Ranger, lots of mobility, lots of single target, but a little bit less area and a little bit less ease of control, so probably a little bit harder to play. An Elementalist, area attack, mobility, survivability, summons elementals to the battlefield, which is pretty cool actually. If you're kind of like a summoner player, this might suit you. So I'm going to now skip to me having created my character. I'm actually not sure which one I'm going to go for, so I guess it's a surprise. When you get through to the next bit, we'll figure out what I went for. Okay, so I really like mages, and generally I play mages in kind of whatever. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Generally I play mages in kind of whatever games I play. This is the Spell Sword. I've kind of created it how I want it to look. There are some ludicrous outfit choices, by the way. For instance, I'm definitely not going to be playing the video with this one. Because, yeah, this one's okay. I'm kind of just split between this and this. I think this, and this are all a bit... I mean, this and this is just a little bit ludicrous. This is quite cool. Actually, I might go with this, actually. I think it actually suits the thematic a bit better. I'm going to go for this, and we're going to call my... Even though it's a woman, I'm going to call it Excoundrel. So there we go, created character. Let's go. So guys, I have played this game now for around 3 hours. So basically at level 10 you start to get access to some of the stuff that makes this game kind of unique. You get past the tutorial basically. Level 1 to 10 was the tutorial, so it's kind of boring to just show you the tutorial. And now I'm level 10, I can kind of show you the cool bits of kind of the game. I will reserve my thoughts on the game until the end. If you want to hear my thoughts on the game, you can go to the end of the video and I'll be talking about it in full. I will tell you this, I like it. I think there are some issues, but I do really like it. The core of this game is really fun. There's some things that I do have to show you, by the way. Let's take a look at some of the cosmetics that I have right now. Now, to be completely transparent with you again, I was given the War God package, which is the highest starter package that you can get in terms of monetary value. And you get access to these 3 different types of outfits, which you can use for whichever character you so choose. Right now, I'm wearing the God outfit, the War God outfit, which looks pretty cool. I'll equip the Paladin outfit and you can have a look. There you go. And then I'll equip the Guardian of Light, which you can see here. You can mix and match if you really want to. You can mix and match certain pieces. Like that doesn't look too bad itself. But I quite like using the War God. I think it looks pretty damn cool. I also have 2 mounts, so I just need to remember which button it is to get the mounts. To be honest, I have no idea. I'm just gonna have a look. F10 is it maybe? No. Trading post is closed. No. Let's have a look. Well, I know that if I press Q, it shows you this mount, which is the mount that comes with the War God set, which looks, it's like a translucent horse with like death armor on it. It's pretty goddamn cool. How do I actually get to? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to try and figure out how to get to the mounts. Okay, figured out how to do it. Took me, so I had to skip because it took me a little while to figure out. Here you go. Have a look at the mounts. I also have this unicorn, and then I also have the standard wild horse. I can apply the unicorn. I don't think the unicorn looks as good for my character, but that is the unicorn. So those are the mounts that you get given in the packages. I think I just prefer the this one though. Oh, I cannot change when I'm on the mount. There we go. So those are all the cosmetics that you get with the War God package, which is the one that I was given very kindly by Gameforge to test this game. What we're going to do now is I'm going to dive into one of the missions, and then we can kind of talk about how the game plays. Okay, I think I might have accidentally entered into a mission designed for more than one person, but we'll see how we do in it. Like, I love the combat system in this game, by the way. I just think it's so cool. I don't think the single targets are going to be the issue. I think the issue that I'm going to have is when we get to a boss situation, because I've always found the boss situation is pretty difficult to deal with, even on the single missions. Okay, what's happened here? Okay, cool. So I can enter into this. Let's have a look here. I can use this, and then I can use those to fire some missiles, and I'm going to move back in. So I can basically tab between the RTS version. What are these guys? Are these... Okay. Oh, Dark Elves. Okay, I was thinking, like, why are elves attacking me? They're, like, supposed to be the good guys. Nice. Okay, so we kill the Dark Elves. Kill Dark Elf archers. I really love having the ability to tab in and out of having this sort of this RTS function. So I just want to move my wizards away from here. I want to tab over to these guys and use that because I want to kill the orc infantry unit. I'm going to tab over to this, and then I'm going to use that to shoot a fireball over there. I'm going to go jump back to my main dude. Got to kill the orc commander because he makes people pretty strong. Okay, cool. I think we got him. And we also fireballed the crap out of those Dark Elf archers, which is pretty nice. Interesting, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this because I think it's a 4-player mission, but I've basically queued up for it by myself. So I'm going to just dive into the middle here. These guys just all deserve to get owned. Nice. The combat system is one of the best things about this game. Everything that I've played so far, this is very, you guys might have played a long time ago something called Dynasty Warriors. It's got a very Dynasty Warrior vibe about it. Oh god, these guys just haven't moved at all. Okay. Got to make sure those hit there. I'm going to dive back in. Yeah, it's got a very Dynasty Warrior vibe about it, which is really cool. Okay, I'm going to just have to back out here. It's like super hack and slash, blow up everything, you know, you versus the world, that type of thing. Really cool. Really, really cool. Oh. As of today, I like to skip a lot of the cutscenes, to be honest with you. One of the things that I don't like about this game, and I'll talk a bit more about it at the end, is some of the dialogue for the quests feels really pointless. Like, and I don't mean that in a horrible way, but like, a lot of the quests are talk to this guy, and then it jumps you out of talking to this guy, and then you have to talk to that guy again 3 more times before the quest advances. It's a minor inconvenience. It really isn't that much of an inconvenience at all. But it is stressful. An army of enemies is surging towards the castle gate. Cool, I'm just going to skip this again. Basically, I just like to kill things. What have I got to do here? Move the Mortarman up the stairs to the battlements. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Cool. They are taking forever to get there, though. Up you go. Oh, they're just going up. Okay, cool. I'm just going to skip that video. Am I going to kill it? Have I just missed that entirely? No, I don't think I've missed that entirely. What's happened here? I'm just basically not quite got the angle correct here. Yeah, we got to kill that thing. Alright, I think we got it. Did we get it? No, it doesn't look like we got it. Everyone go out and fight. So what was the point in that mortar section then? I'm going to dive over to this, to my main character. And I guess I'm going to switch back up to the mortar guys. No, actually, no, you can stay there. You can stay there. I'm going to switch back to my main character. We want to mortar these guys. I'm going to switch to my wizards. And just, like, cast some fireballs. Oh, we actually did a lot of damage. I'm going to switch back to the mortar guys, because I think I'm going to have to kill that thing there. Basically attack that. Cool. Let's see if we can actually just do some damage now. So your hero will just do its own thing when you switch to oh my god, that attack, whatever that attack was, is insane. Your hero will do its own thing when you kind of switch to one of your other troops, which I think is pretty cool, because obviously you don't want your hero to just stand there and die. That would be the worst. I'm going to switch back over to these guys, because they really need to hit that thing. I'm going to go F1, and I'm going to use those guys. I'm going to do this, I'm going to use that. And I'm going to dive back. So that's a lot of damage that we're dealing in this area, which is really nice. My wizards are actually doing some serious work. Sweet, the ogre's down as well. Oh, this ogre's down now too. It does drop items on the battlefield. You can collect them at the end. You don't have to collect them all right now, but I'm going through them anyway, so I might as well. Oh, okay. This guy looks like he's pretty impossible to beat, so I'm gonna... F1, I need to attack this guy. And then I'm going to just do this, and I'm going to just do that on himself. I'm going to use F3 and say that you guys need to attack that. And I'm going to go back to my main dude. The one thing that I have found really difficult about this game is the bosses. I don't know if I'm just doing something really wrong, but I do find the bosses quite difficult. And I think this is a boss. But we can try it. Yeah, it's turning towards me. I think this is a boss. I don't feel like I'm doing much damage. Oof. I'm going to run away now. In fact, I'm going to run and find my dark wizards. And maybe just fire that. F2. Use that. F3. Please keep mortaring that. I'm going to switch back to this guy. Okay, so the wizards actually wizards are doing more damage than my hero is doing, which is actually pretty good. This thing's taking some serious beating. So you basically, in combat, you have basic skills, which you can see have the 1, 2, and 3. This is a basic skill. This is a basic skill. And then you can press R, and it gives you like a combo skill. So you build up runes on this character. I'm going to have to use a potion. I don't think I've got it on a quick tab, so I'm just going to add it to this. Use a potion. I'm going to go back to using my... and then F3. I just need to make sure I'm still continuing to use the skills. That's nice. I think we're going to kill it. Yeah, we're good. Nice, there we go. We've protected Fort Valley. And I apparently did a 4-player quest by myself. So there's like a nice blend of RTS and first-person action. It's a bit like an RPG with an RTS element. The RTS element, I would say, is quite light. There are a few games out there that do this kind of thing. I can't remember what one of them is. It's like a samurai type game. Mission succeeded, and I also leveled up. Cool. I actually got the S for this. I did play one earlier that I got a D on, and I was like, how did I get a D? But yeah, I got an S on this one, which is pretty good. What am I going to get? I got some gloves. Nice. View unacquired chests. So you need to press tab to do this. Get. Cool. I'm going to show you as well. Did I get a skill point here? Did I level up? Oh, I didn't level up. Maybe I'll level up afterwards. Or when I hand it in anyway. Yeah, so that's the essence of the game. Like, these little dungeon style things. There is open world fighting as well. I don't know if I can show you open world fighting somewhere. But there is open world fighting, and then there are these kind of like these missions that you can do. The open world fighting is a bit like your classic kind of RPG. And then your missions are kind of like instances or dungeons. But you do these missions with your troops, which you can upgrade and garrison and all that kind of stuff, and then you have your solo play. I personally find the RTS element like for me, it's not the kind of game that I would usually enjoy, but I found it like it's so light and non-intrusive that I don't mind too much. But I tell you what, the best thing about this game is just the combos. It feels like you're playing a fighting game when you're playing an RPG. Like, the combos that you can pull off is really cool. It makes it addicting for me. Like, that kind of like just constant hack and slash kind of gameplay makes this game very addicting for me, and I can see I'm probably going to be playing this even after this video. I mean, I think, you know, I had to put two hours in to get through the tutorial. I think that's basically what I needed to invest to get through the tutorial, but I found myself very quickly, especially with the character that I've chosen, becoming quite embroiled in kind of the high-paced gameplay. I'm just going to hand this quest in, by the way. I just want to see if I can get to level 12 while I'm showing you this, because I want to show you the leveling up. So I didn't get a level up there. I have got new items, which I'll think about dealing with in a second. I should be close to leveling up. Oh no, wait, I'm not. I'm nowhere near leveling up. You can see on the bottom my XP bar is like a third of the way across. To be honest, that's the first time I noticed the XP bar, so thank you. I didn't even know that was there. I've been too absorbed with everything else going on the screen. I had no idea that the XP bar was on the screen. Let's have a look. Cool. Am I not getting any experience for this? I think these are all side quests that I don't really need to do, but alas. We're still doing just accepting a load of quests. So I think the golden ones are like main quests, and then the blue ones are like side quests. Anyway, so that's the essence of the game. It's good fun. I enjoy it a lot. The links are in the description below if you want to get involved with the game. I think if you're looking for a new RPG to play that has kind of RTS elements, which has a really fun combat system, then this game's definitely for you. So let's talk a little bit about my impressions of the game and kind of what I think is good and what I think is bad after having played about 5 hours maybe now. This has been 5 hours total playing this game, so yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So, what did I like about Kingdom Under Fire? Well, you might have been able to tell I really like the combat system. I think it's really fluid. I think the combos are great. It feels satisfying to play. There are a lot of bad combat systems out there, and if you're used to World of Warcraft as a combat system, it's completely different. Very much in love with the combat system in this game. I like the cosmetics. I think the cosmetics look nice. There is some small elements of pay to win with the cosmetics. But this is a PvE game, so, or at least I haven't discovered the true PvP style stuff yet, which I think there is, because there are 2 factions that you can choose, but the majority of this game is probably there to be enjoyed PvE. So the pay to win is just like pay to win versus yourself, realistically, because, for instance, some of the mounts give you quicker speeds, some of the titles that you can get give you certain bonuses. So for instance, the War God title gives you 4% extra damage from your troops and 4% defense from your troops, something like that. So titles can give you small bonuses and stuff like that. But yeah, the world looks nice. I saw a lot of criticism for the graphics online, but I actually don't think the graphics are bad at all. I think they're really nice. I don't think everything has to be like super high quality, high definition, because a lot of people have poor computers and can't run everything. So I quite like the graphics. I like the design of the monsters. I like the way the combat, sort of the battles feel. Everything feels quite large scale. I like that when you do quests, there are very, very short objectives that you have to meet. In the open world quests, you usually only have to kill 1 or 2 things per quest. And then the drop rate for certain items is 100%, so you're not grinding random quest mobs forever. Lots of really nice quality of life stuff in there. But there is stuff that I find annoying about the game, and I think these are probably fair criticisms. I mentioned it, when you're doing quests, sometimes a lot of the quests is just spamming F, which is the talk button, on random NPCs. And I'm sure if you read their stuff, I mean, I did try reading the stuff at the start, but it's just so weird and not engaging that it's just worth, and you'd have to be there forever to get through all the conversations. I just ended up spamming F on all of the quests. And some of the quests are like, talk to this person, go back and talk to the same person, and it just feels like a complete waste of time, some of the quests, like, just to do that. I'm assuming that in the tutorial it was more heavy, kind of teaching you how to do things, but I mean, I found the game really easy to pick up. I think even if you choose not to read the tutorial stuff, they make it pretty obvious what you've got to do. And to be honest, I still haven't figured out all the true combos, but I'm still just like spamming buttons and having fun. So that's kind of what makes a good game, in my opinion. If you could just hit buttons and have a good time, you don't need to think about it too much. And this game is definitely not a kind of I need to think about what I'm doing, at least at the early levels. Probably as you get towards the later game, you probably have to think about what you're doing. But for me, I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. It's good fun. It just like hit buttons, kill things. What else apart from the quests? The translations on some things feel a bit dodgy. Like, I just have read off reading some of them, they doesn't feel like it's quite super English native, which is okay. Like, I have no issue. I'm not reading it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Some of the cosmetics are a little bit out there in terms of lewd. Now, I understand that sells, but I mean, yeah, I guess they're just putting it in for the sake of putting it in. But hey, look, I understand that it sells, so I'm not going to criticize them too much for that. But overall, like, the game is fun. I think a lot of people were disappointed because it was 15 years waiting for this. But I've never played Kingdom Under Fire. I came into it completely fresh, and I had a really good time. I know I've basically binged it this entire afternoon, and I'm probably going to continue to binge it. You know, for the foreseeable future. I've been missing an MMO game in my life, and this one kind of filled the gap for me. So yeah, I've enjoyed it quite a lot.